A few moments ago, Michelle Obama wrapped up her first appearance on the campaign trail with Vice President Kamala Harris in Kalamazoo, Michigan. The former First Lady delivered a powerful message on women's rights.
To think that the men that we love could be either unaware or indifferent to our plight is simply heartbreaking. It is a sad statement about our value as women in this world. So fellas, before you cast your votes, ask yourselves, what side of history do you want to be on?
Joining me now, Susan Del Percio, Republican strategist and an MSNBC political analyst, and Christina Greer, associate professor of political science at Fordham University and author of Black Ethnics, Race, Immigration, and the Pursuit of the American Dream. Susan, Christina, thank you very much for being here. I would love to get both of you to react to former First Lady Michelle Obama's and her emphatic speech there in Michigan. Christina, you go first.
Well, the former First Lady continues to be just a fantastic surrogate. She can articulate just bright laser focus as to what the problem is with the larger Donald Trump rhetoric, and never making it a problem about Americans or America, but really, as many Black female politicians have done, serving as the canary in the mine to warn what's ahead, and also simultaneously inspiring hope while she does it. And so she's been a fantastic surrogate for the vice president. And hopefully this message is getting through, not just to inspire people to turn out, but to make sure that everyone in their network does so as well.
Susan, what do you think? The former First Lady's speech was emphatic and powerful on behalf of women, but she had a very direct message to men about why they needed to vote with their wives, sisters, mothers in mind.
She did, and I agree with Christina. She's a fantastic surrogate. I would say she's the top Obama surrogate, I'd go as far as to say. But what was so important about what Michelle Obama said in that speech is she wasn't afraid to use language about women and talk about menopause and things we're not supposed to talk about, and PAPs and all of these other things. She made it very real and relatable and said to the men, you're women, the women in your lives, whether it's your sister, your wife, your niece, your daughter, healthcare should be your top priority for them. And that's why this election is so important. This is about taking care of your family. We take care of our family in many ways. Yes, we do it economically, but we sure are there for when they need us and when it comes to their health care. And I thought that message was just so powerful.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about, so we've had General Kelly come out and say that Donald Trump, and Kelly was Trump's longest-serving chief of staff, came right on out and said that the man's a fascist. Vice President Harris is asked by Anderson Cooper, this is what he said, do you agree? She said, yes, he's a fascist. But here, as a result of that, Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell put out a rare joint statement where they took the vice president to task. It says the top two Republicans accused Harris of fanning, quote, the flames beneath a boiling cauldron of political animus. And they said her words in recent days were, quote, seem to dare it to boil over. Irony is dead, Christina.
Well, everything that the Republicans say, every accusation is a confession. Donald Trump has called the vice president a fascist and a communist and a Marxist, and the list goes on and on, the insults. We know that that's what he's known for. We also know that tomorrow he'll be going to Madison Square Garden to have a rally similar to the one that Hitler had in 1939. We know that he keeps going to location after location where there have been murders and, egregious things that have happened, racist incidents that have happened where people have either been injured or killed. That is where he chooses to set up shop. He is no longer just dog whistling. This is an explicit dog bark. He's letting his supporters know. He has incited violence, not once, on January 6th, but many times when he wants people to go out after his rallies and take back America. It is clear what he has been doing and what he plans to do. He has said it. So I think it's quite rich that Mr. Johnson and Mr. McConnell have the audacity to try and put this on the vice president when she is merely articulating a reality that Donald Trump, he himself, has laid out.
Right. And Susan, let me give you the last word real fast.
Yeah, I think it's just about self-preservation for Speaker Johnson. He wants to keep his job. This message of Trump being a fascist is hitting down ballot races and affecting turnout. And Mitch McConnell, it's about legacy. He wants to go out taking the Senate. This is hitting home, and you can tell because those two, who really don't like each other, were together on the one point, and it wasn't about supporting Donald Trump. It was about keeping or getting Republican majorities.
Right, and slamming the vice president in the process. Susan Del Percio, Christina Greer, thank you both very much for coming back to the Saturday show.